Good morning, everybody. John here with FNP Wargamers. And sorry, let me fix my cameras here. Oh well, it'll just have to do something. I don't know. There we go. That might be a little bit better. Sorry about all that. I totally did not have things set up this morning after going to the gym, doing some exercises, but let's not go into that right now. You're not here to hear about my daily life. So my name is John. I'm with FNP Wargamers, and this is the FNP Morning Show, part of our new bit of broadcasting we got going on. Last night was our first evening show that's going to go ahead and start with a several-part segment consisting of talking about, at least this first one, is going to be talking about the Infinity RPG produced by Modifius and Corvus Belli. But that's neither here nor there. If you want to check that video out, they're going to be a little long because I'm going to be giving a breakdown on the game entirely. Last night was kind of an overview of everything that's going on with the game and how you want to get involved, and kind of a preface for you to kind of see, is this something I want to delve into? And I think that's the evening show is going to be a lot about, unless I get some juicy information that I can pass on to you. So, speaking of juicy information, let's get into today's morning show. I am still going to be doing my best to keep everything on a high note, at least ending on a high note. We'll see if we're able to do that today, because I've got some really interesting, spicy information concerning Forge World and the market and whatnot, and the state of development on a lot of their product and upcoming product, or lack of product, if you've noticed. But we're going to get into that probably on tomorrow's show, maybe even this evening. Probably going to be on tomorrow's show. I want to kind of go over the numbers. Basically, I want to do the math. Essentially, literally and metaphorically, I want to do the math on it. I want to verify a few things before I report on it. And as always, it's a rumor. Take it with a bit of salt, but it is a little spicy. So let's get on to today's show. So first off, wow, look at this, Necromunda. I was hoping I could avoid talking about it, but Warhammer just loves to just keep pushing this. And so I'm going to go ahead and talk about it, because why not? So they got their Necromunda website updated. Yay, cool. These awesome websites. Games Workshop is at least, I will at least give it this to them. They are attempting, by creating all these specialist game websites and campaign-focused websites, they are at least attempting to get people engaged with them and the gaming community and whatnot. However, the lack of updates and actual content with substance it's pretty much just window dressing. It's all those websites really are. They're not cranking out anything particular, anything juicy, anything really good. And I really feel like it is a wasted opportunity. Yes, they have their magazine, The White Dwarf, that they can put out, hey, here's a new Warcry scenario, here's a new Aeronautica scenario, or Necromunda, or whatever type of specialist stuff that they got going on. Great, cool, that's awesome. That's why we like these magazines, but the magazines are hit or miss. So why not go ahead and just maybe once a month, just go, hey guys, we really appreciate you supporting our specialist games. It's really awesome, and we want to keep contributing back and forth with you guys. So here's a photo gallery of your guys' uploads of your miniatures. That's awesome. We really appreciate that. And also, here's some additional content, or some, a free file, that a PDF file, where you can sit there and type. We went ahead and took care of all the coding, I guess, the best way to describe it. so you could put this into a Word format or PDF format, and you can sit there and type things in. So you can have your little cards, be actually typed up instead of handwriting or whatnot. Or if you like the handwriting, we also have that as available download as well. It doesn't take much time for us to do this, but we felt like you guys needed it. So here you go. Thank you for supporting us. We're going to support you. Oh, you want a custom scenario? You know what? Once per month, we're going to give you guys a bonus campaign scenario. We're not going to give you a bunch of new rules or anything. We're not going to give you new upgrades for your warbands or your faction, anything like that. But we are going to give you some content besides dopey short stories, and not even really short stories. They're more like little 2 or 3 paragraph clips. I don't even know how to explain those. But why don't you, Games Workshop, why don't you have at least one person, just assign one person to each of these types of websites, or even a couple people that handles them completely. And their job is just to occasionally, once a month, let's just say once a month, it's very generous. Once a month, they upload a scenario, a specific scenario for each of these different specialist games, which the fans are going to love. They're going to look forward to it. Keep going and putting out those little short stories or the funny little, incidents or, interactions between characters or the different war bands. It's a good, funny read, and you could even do a full series. Imagine that, a full series, Games Workshop, and you can actually make some money off of this. Think about it, is that you can, after a year, collect all those little short stories, maybe 1 or 2 a month, plus those scenarios, and toss them in an end of year book, and then pull them down off the website after that year. People are going to buy it. They'll buy it. They'll you're not going to sell hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Let me revise that. Thousands upon thousands of copies, but you could do a limited print run of that, say 250, 500 copies that has all that stuff collected. Dude, people are going to dig it, and they'll buy it. And you're making money off of free content that you already provided. People are going to gobble that up. But right now your websites are really lacking. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. And I'm going to click off that other one. So here's the Necromunda website. Cool, they updated, with the new Dark Uprising. And this is something that you'll see pretty much in all these specialist games. You'll see, ooh, look, that's pretty cool content. I'm going to turn the volume off on this. But good breakdown of what you're getting in the current box. Cool, nice video. Oh, look, more sales stuff going on. And look, we got, how do I say this without sounding like a jerk? They have the talented Becca Scott, a web personality that does a lot of their specialist games. She does these little videos and really how to play videos. And it's a very streamlined, well broken down, Barney style, to use an old term, description of how to play the game. You see step by step, and you get to gaze upon Becca Scott and go, oh my gosh, there are women that play this game. Yay! I wish we had somebody like Becca Scott around here. Yay! So, with that said, it's still more junk. Yes, you could look and read about the different gangs. All of them, yay! They got some, really cool technology built into this, but. Okay, Wanted. What is that? That's a poster. Is that all that is? I'm going to download that. I want to see what that is. That's probably a poster, just that doesn't do anything. This is a cool little feature. Cool, thank you. But look at the content. Oh, well, we got some useful downloads. Let's go to the downloads for. Let's see here. Where's? Oh, okay. There's some content. Data sheets and rules. See, now this is what I'm talking about. So this was, that's May, that's June, that was January, January. Oh, those are FAQ update. Or no, those are two new ones. So this is what I'm talking about. This is so we go basically 5-6 months before we get an update, and then we don't get any more updates. 5 or 6 months in between updates. If they would spread this out over time, people will do this. This right here, web exclusive tactics cards, that sounds awesome. How hard is it to do this once a month? Put out 2 or 3 cards, or 1 card per faction. You know, there's so much that they could be doing, but this is a wasted opportunity. We're going to take a look at this picture. I know it's not coming up on the screen. Yeah, it's just a wanted poster. So there's a lot. These websites are really lacking, and their updates are very lacking as well. There's so much more they could be doing with them to get people involved. And you see, here's the whole list. Aeronautic Imperialis. Let's take a look at what they've got available for us. And I know it sounds like I'm bitching. I'm just expressing my disappointment. So there we go, talking about the game. Here's the box set for launch. Oh, look at that. Is that Becca Scott? My God, it is Becca Scott. Hey, Becca Scott, how you doing there, kiddo? Awesome. I'm glad that you're doing these videos for us. You're going to be seeing a lot of her in these videos, gents. So gallery of pictures. Hey, where to buy our product, but not, where's the substance? Where is the substance? Where am I getting the cool stuff? What's this? Is this cool stuff? Oh no, it's just an article talking about scale. I mean, come on, Games Workshop. Hire somebody or get one of your interns or something to get them just to do content creation for these games, because these should not be one and done games, because your lack of support for these is really telling. Or, as I already showed you guys, my disdain currently for Necromunda because of this ridiculously overpriced box set that's coming out on the 16th. Yes, released on the 16th. It goes on pre-order this week along with the Book of Ruin and a couple other things. I'm very disappointed. I've expressed that numerous times. They even upped the price of the new book. The new books are now hardback, and I think they had about a $10 increase. I'm going to be double checking on those prices, but I'm pretty sure it's a $10 increase over previous books. And it's also, here's the thing that's kind of annoying, is that the Chaos Cults and Genestealer Cults, that you have that free download, and I said they could easily put that into a book. Guess what they did? The Book of Ruin has that stuff in there, plus, of course, the new Corpse Grinder Cult. They're doing exactly what I just... So, you know what? Instead of doing a limited run of it, you actually made it just a full-on book that people have to buy, plus 18 new scenarios, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I'm still very upset. And, well, I will give one thing I do like, and it's also kind of a detrimental thing, I believe, is that when you get these books, and these Underhive books, and I'm not too happy that they've gone to this full-on hardback. The paperbacks were a lot better choice. They were more affordable, and there was a fairly good reason to buy it. But now at $40-50 for a book, that's absolutely. I'm gonna also check on that price. But I did like, the one thing I do like about the books is that you can actually look in, and occasionally throughout each of these books that they've put out are the hired guns or the Dramatis persona, and you'll find several in there. I really wish they would have just done one book and say, hey, here's your bounty hunter book. I would have paid for that. But it's actually a very clever thing, because if you want those bounty hunters, because you can actually do a bounty hunter or hired guns type gang, is if you want them, you've got to get all the books. It's very clever. It's making you pay money for a lot of money just to get your hands on the content that you want, because they spread it out, and it is clever. But it's also their marketing on Necromunda, I think, is bad, and there's probably going to be also a price increase coming after the first of the year, your watch those war bands are going to go from, let's find out what their current price is. I think they're going to be going up to, if one of my little rumors are correct, and it is a rumor, grain of salt. I don't know why Canada is selected. I am not from Canada. So let's check on this. If we do all this live, and then you guys can, I can't seem to spell Necromunda, but good thing the search engine knows what I'm doing, or knows what to do. So I don't know why. So $47 for the Book of Judgment. That was the last book. Core rulebook $60. Necromunda Gangs of Underhive. Oh, that was hardback as well. So $50. Book of Peril $50. But all the previous books are interestingly gone. Interesting. That's very interesting. I'm gonna, excuse me one second while I blow this up here. All right, we wanted the gangs. So all those mini books are gone. So $42. They've gone up. I'm gonna have to go back and check pricing. Looks like they've all gone up $2. Am I on the US? Yeah, I sure as heck am. $42 now. They've gone up $2. That's very interesting. I need to go double check my prices at work. They've gone up $2. I remember when you first got them, they were $40 for a warband. So they've already snuck in the price increase. Yay! At least I was right, or my source was right. There's the price increase. Good job, Games Workshop. You snuck it in. $47 for the Book of Judgment. Awesome. Man, Games Workshop, I'm so happy that you guys prove us right time and time again. So I can't look up the rules or the price of the new book. Anyways, why am I complaining about this? I'm just getting fed up with the consumers, us, getting shafted here. And part of that spicy thing that I was going to talk about tomorrow revolves around some price increases potentially coming up, and a few other things. So it's not all doom and gloom, but it's definitely a bad sign. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind looking at Becca Scott, so I'm just gonna leave that there for me. So it's not all doom and gloom, and I'm not saying that let's leave Games Workshop in droves. There's just some very dangerous warning signs on the horizon. There's smoke in the distance. So, and like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. So I'm going to do a little bit more research on that little bit of information that just hit me. Looks like I just confirmed some of this, or partially confirmed. When I get to work, I'll see what the previous pricing was and go through all the any of the data, any of the sheets that Games Workshop has provided about price increases. So I'm going to check on all that for you guys. But it looks like that information was right. $2 increase, big deal, right? Well, the price increase that I got, the little rumor, is that those suckers are going to be jumping up to $50 after the first of the year. We'll see. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it's all wrong. But we've already seen a $2 increase, which could have happened at any time this year, and I simply missed it. But I'm pretty sure in my system at work, they are still listed at $40. So I'm going to check all that out. That was definitely U.S. prices. So cool. So once again, I'm not going to be on too long today because I've got to go to work and I don't want to be late again. I was almost late again yesterday. I got there right at the bell because I'm taking too long with these videos. So I am going to leave everything off with a high note in just a moment. As I said before, I'm still doing a lot of research for excuse me. A lot of research for the channel, so I want to be able to get us looking at other games besides just Games Workshop. So the evening show right now, I'm tackling the RPG, the Infinity RPG. That's going to be over probably the next week because there's a lot, or at least the next 3 evening shows, 2 to 3 evening shows, because there's a lot of content. In fact, I'm going to work on some content tonight before I get that show up and going. There's a lot to cover. and so, but I can't cover it all because that would be very boring. But I think the evening show will focus on RPGs and other game-related news, and I will slowly, at least for this morning show, start splitting time about 15 minutes in the future with, not in the future, but yeah, I guess in the future, 15 minutes. I'm going to do pretty much a 15-minute segment on Games Workshop only, and then I will do a 15-minute segment highlighting another game. Because there's enough miniature games out there, both miniature style combat board games, and actual skirmish and battle games. And I'll tell you right now, if you're a big fan of Team Yankee, Flames of War, and Bolt Action, you're going to be on the tail end of all that research, because I'm not a big fan of historical style games. So and this is my show, so I'm going to be a little biased on reviewing it. So you guys are going to, you're going to just have to wait. But I'm going to get to you. I am going to get to you. But for now, I'm going to focus on the big games and any of the controversies, the spiciness, like what's going on right now with the Horus Heresy that I'm going to be talking about tomorrow's show. That's what I'm going to be talking about. So just something to look forward to in the future while we try to figure out who's going to be doing our recorded and live stream games. That's kind of the issue we're having here, because we got 4 members and we've got our day jobs, and trying to get people together. I know you guys can't see me pointing off screen. There's actually nothing over there except for my TV, but trying to coordinate with people to come in, do our show, or to live stream or record a show. It's a little difficult, especially when people want to do 2,000 point battles, and it becomes about a 3 to 4 hour affair to record a 2-hour battle, because we have to start again, rinse and repeat. We have to change camera angles, fix mics. And then we're looking at probably half that time, or maybe the exact amount of time, to eliminate stuff like a movement phase. You don't need to see us moving every single model. You don't need to see us taking the models off. There's a lot that goes into doing a well-produced video, and that's something that I'm researching. I've had a couple people that are interested in doing this, that helping us out, but it's getting to that point where we can do this effectively for you guys. So we do want to still get those well-produced. Well, we want to start doing those well-produced videos for you guys in the future, instead of just live streaming games, because live streaming games can, if it's just a local game, or it's like, hey guys, we're showing this off, we're just going to do a 2,000 point pickup game. Yeah, that's kind of cool, but it's not a big draw. It's not like, hey, we're at Wargames Con 2019, we're at the Slambo Championships, or it's the Texas Championship Circuit Finals, where you want to watch all 6 top table games, or all 5 top table games. It's nothing exciting like that. And the games can be exciting, and especially when you get to see people that or that you see some armies interact that you never thought about, or be able to watch lists. Those are cool, but we have to also have to look at not just the 1 or 2, maybe half dozen people or a couple dozen people that might like that sort of video, watch it live. When we have 3,000 followers on YouTube alone, that don't want to watch that, but they want to watch the pre-recorded video, so they can go, okay, movement phase, they're doing a movement phase, okay, they're done, boom, I didn't have to watch that, now I get to watch the shooting, psychic powers, all that kind of stuff, and I don't have to sit there and watch them do every single action. So a 2.5 hour game, or 4 hours really if you're videotaping, 2.5 hour game now becomes an hour long game, because they pulled a lot of that time wasting stuff out. They threw in some music, some graphics, really cool stuff. So that is something that we're working on. I've got actually a new person working on an overlay, so we can have a little counter at the bottom, so you can see point totals happening. and it highlights whose turn it is, whatnot, etc., etc., and the overall points, how many command points they have, all that sort of thing. So, and then having a nice couple different camera angles, so you can see the action at the ground level overall, and then something focused on the dice. So it's, and then of course we have to do after game interviews and prior game Q&A, saying, hey guys, what are you expecting out of this game? Da, 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 da. And get their overall impression before going in, and then afterwards. It really creates a real watchable, repeatable video that you want more of. So we're going to get into that. I'm still liking looking at Becca Scott. I'm still upset with the Necromunda Dark Uprising. I think next time I put Becca Scott up here, I'm going to have her doing the Aeronautica Imperialis or the Underworlds. I don't want to see, I'm going to kind of put my hand up here, I don't want to see Necromunda. Becca Scott, you're cool and extremely attractive. Dark Rising, I hate you. You're bad. So that is what's coming up. So tonight's evening show is going to be covering the very in-depth, very unique, and wonderful life path character creation system that the Infinity RPG has. And now I'm not going to cover it in entirety, because I need there's some stuff I can't show without getting in trouble. I might have to blur some stuff out. I'm still working on the graphics for all that, but I'm going to cover it just so you can see how absolutely bonkers amazing it is in this game. To just the character creation alone is an absolute riot of fun. So I am going to end this off on a high note, though I might not be happy with Forge World and Games Workshop and of course Necromunda Dark Uprising. What I am happy about is the Horus Heresy series of books and audio dramas, and up on their website you can find the links there. They have the Humble Bundle, or the Humble Bundle. If you ever do the Humble Bundle, it's basically a very inexpensive way to get digital downloads of books, audio dramas, audio books, even books for your favorite RPGs are available. I mean, mind you, it's all PDFs or audio like MP4s and whatnot, but it's an incredibly great way to get some discounts. So I'm going to pull these graphics up. So here's what's available. I want to say the highest tier, you know what? Forget that. Let's see if I can find. Yeah, we're just going to go straight to it. So you have, as of right now, 20 days, 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 53 to 1 multiple seconds. What is this doing? It is supporting, and it's going to be supporting a charity, and that's what these always do. So $1 gets you, I'm not worried about the audio sampler, gets you the Horus Rising, False Gods. Those are the first 2 books out of the Horus Heresy series. You get Garo, Oath of Moment, Iron Corpses, which I think both of these are audio dramas. Actually, I believe these are both audio dramas. Yeah, an audio drama. Iron Corpses, which is one I have never heard of, but I got to get now. Yeah, another audio drama. And Gilliman is a novel. Yeah, that was from the Primarch series. So $1 gets you this. All of that. All of it. What a great way, what a great gift to give somebody, right? And you're supporting a charity. Pay $10 or more, and I really recommend, guys, just go ahead and chip in a couple extra bucks and just kind of give them a tip. So here we go. Galaxy in Flames, which I think is book 3, book 4, Flight of the Eisenstein, and book 5 is Fulgrim. So for about 11, 12 bucks, or just be generous, say 15 bucks. And I've got about a minute left. 15 bucks, if you want to be generous, you're getting the first 5 books plus two audio dramas, another one, the book 1 of the Primarch series, and you're picking up 1, 2, 3. I think these are all audio dramas, except another audio drama, Dark Compliance, I don't remember, audio drama, and then of course you get the Lehman Russ, which is book 2 in the Primarch series. All that, guys, for less than 10 bucks, or about 10, 12 bucks if you want to be nice and generous. Pay 18 or more, which I would recommend. Man, just go ahead and give them 20 bucks. Don't be cheap. This is helping out a charity. You're getting more books, book 6 in the series. Slave to Darkness, that's book 51, so it's a big jump, but I think that was a bunch of short stories. Yeah. Heralds of the Siege, another one of those, book 52. Titan Death, I think Titan Death is, that's a book in itself. Buried Dagger, another book, 52, 53, 51, 52, 53, 54. This is definitely an auto drama, Binary Succession. I remember that one. Garo is another audio drama. Another Garo audio drama. There's a lot of Garo, by the way. That's an extra long one. Sword of Truth was a really good one. And The Long Night, another one. And you're ending with book 3 of the Horus Heresy Primarch series. All for about 20 bucks. And if you want, just be a little generous. Go, hey, I'm going to spend 20, 25 bucks. And it's all going to go to the charity, which is, let's go ahead and learn. Let's find out what is this? Health, medicine, human sources, leading global organization funding type 1 diabetes research, etc., etc. So looking for a cure for it. It's a great charity, and it's going to cost you 20, 25 bucks. That money is going to go to supporting them, and you're getting you're getting hundreds of dollars worth of product right here. Hundreds of dollars. Probably, I'll get a nice price for you for tomorrow morning. Yeah. I'll get a full price for all this stuff if you were to buy it retail. But anyways, $20, or you got 20 days, 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 3 seconds. 1, 0, now 26 minutes. So something to think about. I need to get off because once again, I have let this go on way too long. Whoops, sorry. That's green. That's going to look bad. Sorry about that. Let me hide that. So look for the evening show tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time. We'll be going over more of the Infinity RPG, probably a little bit shorter video. Yesterday I got a little long-winded, as I usually do, but it also helped highlight the game itself in an overall aspect. Tonight we're going to actually delve into the main book and character creation, which I think some people are very interested in because they want to know how this game works. And then I think the next series after that will be how to play the game. I'm not going to post ahead of time how to play, what the different videos are about, because I want to keep you guys guessing. I don't want you waiting to watch a live show to get just for that one. I want you to watch them all because more viewers, the better. So with that said, my name is John. I'm with FNP Wargamers. This is the FNP Morning Show, and I'm glad I ended off on a high note for you because you guys deserve to start off your Thursday right. And with that being said, enjoy your day. Make sure you have the best day possible. The weekend's almost here. And I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time.